Hello students, welcome back in online EVS classes. Today we are going to study lesson 6. The name of this lesson is birds. The topics we will discuss in this lesson are introduction, features of birds, wings, feathers, beaks, feet, birds and their sounds, nest, caring for birds. Now first we will see introduction. Children, birds are the most beautiful and colorful animals found on earth. Their bodies are covered with feathers. They have ability to fly. They are able to flap their wings and flip their bodies up and through the air. They live on land, on trees, and near seas or freshwater bodies. They have a pair of wings and feet. Crows, sparrows, hens, doves, pigeons, and eagles are some common birds we usually see around us. Almost all birds can fly. Children, insects and bats have also wings and they can fly, but they are not birds. Now next topic is features of birds. With the help of given picture, you can understand the different parts of a bird. The body of a bird is divided into three parts, that is head, trunk and tail. They have two pairs of limbs, wings towards the front and legs at the back. Birds do not have hands. They have two eyes, one beak and no teeth. Different birds have different types of legs with sharp claws. Their sharp claws help them to perch on trees. Children, perch means to sit on a branch of tree. They scratch the ground and hold their food also with the help of their claws. Birds lay eggs in their nests. Now we will see the bird's wings. Birds have special features that help them fly. The bird's ability to fly gives it an edge over other animals. They fly with the help of wings that are attached to their bodies by strong flight muscles. These muscles only help the birds to move their wings up and down. Wings are covered with feathers. Birds have a specific boat-shaped body which is also called streamlined body. This type of body helps the birds to fly easily in the air. Birds' bones are hollow that make their body light in weight and they can fly. Although all birds have wings and feathers, but they fly at different heights and cover different distances. Birds like cranes, red knots, and parrots fly long distances, whereas peacocks and hens fly short distances. The birds which can fly very high in the sky are eagles, white storks, and vultures. Sparrows, pelicans, and bulbuls fly low. Some birds cannot fly like kiwi, penguins, emu, and ostrich because they have heavy bodies and weak flight muscles which make them unable to fly. Let us see about bird's feathers. The body of a bird is covered with feathers that give shape to the body, make it colorful, and help it fly. Bird's feathers can be of three types, that is body feathers, down feathers, and flight feathers. First, we will see body feathers. These feathers cover the whole body of a bird and give shape to its body. Body feathers are bigger than other feathers. Now down feathers. These feathers are small, soft and fluffy and cover the body of the bird. The younger birds have only down feathers that cover their body. These feathers trap the body heat and keep the bird's body warm. Now third is flight feathers. These feathers help the birds to fly. Flight feathers are present in wings and tails of the birds. These feathers help the birds to change their direction while flying. The birds which live in water, feathers are waterproof that prevents them from getting wet. Examples of such birds are ducks and penguins. So, the feathers not only give a specific look to the birds but also they help them to hide from enemies. Now, we will see beaks of birds. The shape of bird's beak depends upon the type of food it eats. As the birds don't chew the food, they don't have teeth. Birds use their beaks to catch and eat food. Sparrows eat nuts and seeds, so they have strong beaks. They can crack and open the nuts and seeds. Hummingbird is the smallest bird. Hummingbirds and sunbirds have very long, narrow, pointed and straw-like beaks so that they can easily suck the nectar from flowers. Children, you might have seen the duck. They have a specific type of beak which is broad and flat with two holes on both sides of the beak. Do you know, children, why holes are there? Because they eat worms, insects, and plants present in water. So, with all these things, water also comes in their mouth. These, with the help of these holes, they drain out the water, leaving the food behind. Beaks not only help the birds to eat the food, but they also gather the different materials to make their nests. They also clean their feathers by using their beaks and feed their young ones. Now, birds' feet. Different birds have different feet. Their size and shapes also vary. Birds have 2 feet with 4 toes, out of which 3 face forward and one backward. The feet of birds help them in catching, holding, and eating food. They also help them to walk, swim, climb, and perch. On the basis of their feet and claws, birds are divided into different categories like first perching birds. Birds like crows, sparrows, and minnows perch on the branches of the trees. Their claws are long, slender, which help them to grip and hold the branches firmly. Now, second is scratching birds. Birds like hens and cocks have sharp and hard claws which help them to scratch the ground and dig out insects and grains present in the ground. Now third, birds of prey. Birds like eagles, kites, and hawks have a strong, sharp, and curved claws to hold their prey while flying, and also to tear the flesh of the animals. These claws are called as talons. Next is climbing birds. Woodpeckers and parrots have 2 toes pointing forward and 2 backwards for climbing up and down and sideways on the tree trunks. Due to this, they are able to cling the bark of trees. Next, swimming birds. Ducks and swans have webbed feet. A skin joins their toes. This makes their feet like paddles, which help them in swimming. The last one is running birds. Some birds cannot fly like ostrich, kiwi, so they have 2 toes instead of 4. Their feet are so strong which help them in running. Here some pictures are given. You can see the feet of woodpecker, duck and ostrich. Now birds and their sounds. Birds make chirping sound by using their tongue as a way of communication. Their sounds can be of two types, call and song. When birds feel any danger, they call or chirp to warn others so that they can protect themselves. While a song is a sound which is musical, means it is very pleasant. Such sounds are made by cuckoos and nightingales. Parrots have very unique feature of mimicry, means they can copy The human sounds and can also speak like us. But woodpecker, instead of singing, drums its beak against a tree, so other woodpeckers can identify the sound of the drumming that which bird it is. Now next, nest. Birds don't make permanent homes like we do, but they make nests to lay their eggs and shelter the young ones. Each kind of bird nests in their own way. They use different materials like grass, thread, wool, twigs, and a strip of cloth to make their nest. They collect these things with the help of their beaks. Most birds sit on their eggs to hatch them and raise the young chicks within the nest. But the cuckoo doesn't do that. Once the baby birds are strong enough to fly, they leave their nest. Different types of birds live in different places depending on the climate of that place. Some birds which live in cold places travel long distances to escape from cold weather in search of food and to lay eggs. As the season changes, they return to the place where they belong to. So the movement from one place to another is known as migration. Birds that migrate are known as migratory birds. Now next is caring for birds. Bird feeding is an activity of feeding wild birds with the help of a bird feeder. Bird feeder is a container designed to be filled with seeds, peanuts, grains and water. It is placed outside in open spaces, in the garden or in our balconies to attract the wild birds. Children, birds need our help way more in the summer months than at any other time during the year because birds breed in the spring and early summer. So, during summer season, when water can be hard to find, we can take care of our feathery friends by keeping a bowl of water and grains at that places where they can get it easily. So, children, in this lesson you have learnt about features of birds, their wings, feathers, beaks, feet, which type of sound they make, nests, migration, and how to take care of the birds. Now, children, here is some activity by which we can understand more about birds. First, we will do quick revision about birds. A bird is a living thing. A bird needs air, food, and water to live. All birds have feathers which help them fly and keep them warm and dry. Beaks are what we call bird's mouth. Beaks can be very big or very small, depending on what a bird eats. Short, thick beaks are good for eating seeds off the ground, while thin beaks are better for eating bugs out of plants. Now, children, look at these birds and think what they can eat. Now, in second activity, you have to match the bird's beaks to the food for which they are adapted. First beak is of shredder type that is adapted for tearing meat. Second is chisel type that is adapted for boring into wood to eat insects. Third is tweezer that is adapted for insect eating. Next, probe type that is long and slender beaks for probing flowers for nectar. Next type is cracker. They can easily crack seeds and nuts. Next, spear type that is adapted for fishing. And after that, last, fruit eating. So, By with the help of this beak, the birds can easily eat fruits. Here you can see the answer. Thank you.